Hello, gorgeous soul friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to make this video as an update because a couple of weeks ago I posted on my main channel that I was going to be moving to California, and I wanted to let you all know that I'm here. I've moved. We're still not quite out of the transition phase yet though, because our move-in date isn't until next week, next Thursday. So I'm currently living in a hotel until then. And it's a pretty nice hotel, might I add. I've got this like really nice fireplace that is warming my back right now, and it feels so cozy. But I just wanted to let y'all know this because I've had a few people reach out to me via email and ask if I'm okay. So I really appreciate the thought, like the fact that some of you are oceans away and you're just wondering whether or not little old me is doing okay. It's really reassuring and really thoughtful. So I figured if people were reaching out and asking, there was probably other people who weren't reaching out and asking, but still wondering. So that is why I'm letting y'all know through this video. But since I'm not going to be moving in until next week, I don't have access to my equipment. It's all packed up in storage right now. So I probably won't get back into the swing of things like making videos and all of that until maybe another like 1 or 2 weeks from now, once we're all settled in. I'll still be making subliminals, and perhaps I'll make some videos on my phone like I have been, but until then I won't be making any videos on my Sony with my backdrop and everything, at least not for another couple of weeks. So I just wanted to let you guys know and update you. Because I know I've kind of gone like MIA. It's just been incredibly busy for the past like 2-3 weeks. It has been nonstop. So it's very exciting. I'm really thankful and excited to be in California. It was not something that my husband or I anticipated, but we're both very thankful and blessed. And in a way, it's kind of like a manifestation success story in and of itself that neither of us were really planning for. Like, we both love the ocean, and I've always wanted to live in California, like ever since I was a kid. But growing up in Texas, you always hear like, oh, California is expensive. It's very expensive. So it was just never something that was like on my radar, But my husband is here for language training and will be here for the next 1.5 years. And it feels very dreamlike to be here. I've been coming to California since I was a kid for like vacations and stuff. And there's always been this dreamlike quality to the state that I've never really been able to explain. I kind of wonder if California doesn't have some sort of significant Pisces transit, like in the astrocartography or, maybe in its birth chart. But there's just something so dreamlike about this place. It doesn't feel fully real. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that feeling. Let me know in the comments because I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. But I've always felt like California is just very dreamy and just ethereal in a very strange way. Like, it just doesn't feel entirely real being here. I have no idea how to explain this, but I'm very thankful to be here. Like I said, I've always wanted to live here, so I'm extremely, extremely grateful that I'm gonna have this experience on my belt. Like I said, I've always wanted to live here ever since I was a kid, and it just was never something that I thought about, but the universe gave it to me anyway, and I'm very thankful, very, very blessed to be here, and I'm excited to see why I was called here. I mean, obviously, my husband and I, our paths are interlinked, but, he was brought here for this language training, and I was brought here too with him for a reason that I believe is undiscovered yet. So I'm excited. I feel like this will be very innovative for me and for Madame DeVoe, the channel as a whole, and I just would love to expand while I'm here. So I'll be focusing on that, but as I mentioned earlier, I can't really start doing that until I move in. So I just thought I'd let y'all know what I've been up to. I've had my hands full. Even today, I'm kind of getting everything done that was on standby, like client calls, client emails, all of that stuff I've put on hold because I've just been traveling. I mean, we were driving up here for 3 days, 11 hours each day, and it was a lot. It was a lot of driving. We hauled our car on the back of a U-Haul and we just toughed it out, and it was a lot. But my husband loves driving, so he actually drove the whole way, and he's a trooper, you know, like he's got it. He loves driving. So I'm very thankful that he got us here safely. And I just wanted to let y'all know that we've arrived safely, and, you know, we're happy. We're taken care of. Everything has kind of just flowed and worked out for us in a really positive way. Like, even the challenges that we faced on this trip, we had a tire that blew out on the trailer that was carrying our car, and it was so quick. We had somebody that came and fixed it up for free from U-Haul. It took like 30 minutes, super easy, super quick. Even getting this hotel, it wasn't ideal. We didn't want to stay in this hotel because it was actually kind of like not out of our price range, but it was more than what we were wanting to pay for a hotel. But there was nothing else available in the area. Like, literally everything else that we were wanting to pay was booked out completely. Or they didn't allow pets. And as you can see here, my little kitty, she has to come with us. She's our baby. So it was either everybody was booked out or they didn't allow pets. So we found this hotel. It was $2,300 for the 11 nights that we were gonna stay here. And, you know, we had the money, but we were just like, well, like, you know, we kind of want to spend a little bit less. And after not being able to find anything in the area, because again, everything was booked out or they didn't allow pets, we finally took it. And I mean, we're going to get reimbursed for everything because this is technically classified as a PCS. So we get reimbursed for all of our travel expenses. But, you know, it's been tight because we have to shell out everything up front. So we were kind of like, well, like, I don't know, like, should we pay this? Like, should we just stay here? Like, we kind of just have to because it's the only place that is open and available for booking, and it allows pets. So we took it. And, you know, I was meditating on it, and a channeling came through because this is the executive suite. So the only thing that they had available at this hotel was the executive suite. That's why it was $2,300. But I felt like it was a sign from Spirit to basically accept more and kind of like raise our standards, you know? Like, we had the money. Money was not the problem. It was just that we were still kind of stuck in maybe like scarcity mindset and a lot of the lack beliefs that we had in our previous years, both my husband and I. And I think that this room being the only thing that was available was almost kind of like the universe telling us, you know, this is what you deserve. You deserve the fireplace. You deserve the brand new slippers in the bathroom, the robes, all of the amenities that come with this place. So we ended up just taking it, and I'm very thankful that we did because it's a safe area, really great service, and it's just been a very pleasant experience being here. So I wanted to share this with you because sometimes in order to manifest things, we have to step outside of our comfort zone. And sometimes us stepping out of our comfort zone is the universe calling us to ascend. It's calling for us to basically accept greater than what we're usually used to and what we've been accepting, which has kept us in repeated cycles of lack, scarcity, whatnot. So I just wanted to share that with you. You know, maybe this is a message for you. Step outside your comfort zone. Money comes and goes, okay? Everything that you spend will always come back to you tenfold. So, yeah, just a little message in this experience of traveling. You know, focus on the positive outcomes, accept nothing less, all right? And everything you want will be yours. But I'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.